Welcome to our channel. Today we'll show you a 1994 action thriller film titled Leon the Professional. The plot centers on Leon, a professional hitman who reluctantly takes in 12-year-old Mathilda Lando after her family is murdered by corrupt DEA agent Norman Stansfield. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. At the beginning of the film, we introduce to Leon, who's a hitman living a lonely life in New York City's Little Italy. Most of his work comes from a mafioso named Tony who operates from the Supreme Macaroni Company retail store. He shows him a picture of the fat guy who's trying to move in on Maurizio's business. He tells him Maurizio is a reasonable guy. He just wants a little conversation. But this fat guy, you don't want to hear about it. Maybe he'll listen to you. The next scene shows Leon entering his building and killing all of his bodyguards. After killing his all guards, Leon asks him to leave the city before it's too late. Later that day, on his way home, he sees Mathilda Lando, a 12-year-old girl smoking a cigarette in the hallway. She's living with her dysfunctional family in an apartment down the hallway. Mathilda asks Leon don't tell her dad about the cigarette. Later, Mathilda's father argues with DEA agents who have been paying him to store cocaine in his residence. They discover that he has been stealing some of the drugs for himself. But he tells them that's none of my business, he's just a holder. He says, you give me the stuff, I hold the stuff, that's all I know. Norman Stansfield asks him to do him a favor, find out who did, for tomorrow, noon. Meanwhile, Leon watches the whole scene from his door. The following morning, Mathilda asks Leon, is life always this hard or is it just when you're a kid? And he replies, always like this. The clock strikes 12. A group of DEA agents storm the building, led by a ragged and drug-addicted Norman Stansfield. Stansfield shoots Mathilda's entire family with a shotgun. Luckily, Mathilda is out of shopping when they arrive. When Mathilda returns with the groceries she was sent to buy and notices the carnage, she calmly continues down the hallway past the open door of her family's apartment and receives refuge from a reluctant Leon. One of the agents looks at Mathilda quizzingly as she has to insistently ring the bell on and on before Leon lets her in. Upon seeing a family photograph, Stansfield realizes that a little girl is missing. When the news reaches the door guard, he approaches Leon's apartment, wondering whether the girl who was accepted there was the missing girl. Leon prepares himself to shoot him, watching through a hidden peephole. At that moment, Mathilda turns on the TV with some Transformers cartoons, which convinces the guard that he saw another girl who had nothing to do with the situation. Leon offers some consolation to Mathilda. Leon asks her if she couldn't stand them. Why are you crying? Mathilda replies, because they killed my brother. He was 4 years old. He never used to cry. Just used to sit next to me and cuddle. I was more of a mother to him than the goddamn pig ever was. Leon then says, you have anyone to go to? Any family? Any place else? And she said no. Later, she asks Leon, what exactly do you do for a living? He replies, cleaner. She says, you mean you're a hitman? And Leon tells her the truth. The following morning, Mathilda asks him how much would it cost to hire someone to get those dirtbags who killed her brother. Leon replies, $5,000 a head. She then says, how about this? I work for you and in exchange you teach me how to clean. I'll clean your place, I'll do the shopping, I'll even wash your clothes. Is it a deal? Leon says, no, it's not a deal. What do you want me to do? I've got no place to go. Mathilda says that he could have let her die outside that door, but as he opened it, now he's responsible for her well-being. At first, Leon refuses, telling her being a cleaner is not a job for girls. To answer that, Mathilda shoots some pigeons with one of the guns Leon is cleaning. Leon hesitantly accepts her offer, and the two begin working together, slowly building an emotional attachment, with Leon becoming a friend and father figure. They leave Leon's apartment and Leon begins to settle some rules. Mathilda carries Leon's plan, accepting everything. Later at the hotel, she convinces the hotel clerk that she's preparing for an audition and that she won't practice after 10. When the hotel clerk asks Leon to fill up the registration form, Mathilda jumps right in and says, you know how much I love registering. Can I do it, Daddy? Leon allows her to do so. The hotel clerk congratulates Leon because he's got a good daughter. He tells him that he's got a 17-year-old who can't do anything. He then checks everything in the room, the exits, the windows, while Mathilda fills up the form. Later in the room, Mathilda asks Leon that she wants him to teach me how to be like you. I want to be strong like you, smart like you. I know I'm not strong enough yet, but I could learn the basics, the theory. The next day, Leon visits his friend Tony. He has been keeping Leon's money instead of it being put into a bank. As Leon was illiterate, he didn't want to have to deal with it. One of the first day of training, Léon tells her the rifle is the first weapon you learn how to use because it lets you keep your distance from the client. The closer you get to being a pro, the closer you can get to the client. The knife, for example, is the last thing you learn. And then she takes down the runner from a fake bullet. Then we see Léon giving her different training. Later, outside the restaurant, Léon prevents Mathilda from flirting with a guy, a cute teenage boy a little older than herself. She replies that they were only sharing a cigarette. Léon answers that he wants her to quit smoking. That day, Mathilda tells him that she thinks she's kind of falling in love with Léon. She says it's the first time for me. Léon asks, how do you know it's love if you've never been in love before? She replies, because I feel it. In my stomach, it's all warm. After listening to that, Léon leaves for his work. Mathilda tells the hotel clerk that she's fed up with practicing her instrument. She also tells him that Léon is not her father, but her lover. Mathilda walks back to her old flat. She slips past a police guard, then picks up a teddy bear and a stack of bills hidden under a loose floor plank. That's when the FBI guys arrive along with Stansfield. He's not cooperating with them in the investigation process. Mathilda follows Stansfield by taxi to the police station. In the next shot, Mathilda is watching the cartoon Transformers again when Léon arrives with blood dripping down an arm in a pink dress for her. The hotel clerk arrives with two men and throws Léon and Mathilda out. In another hotel, Léon takes a shower and stitches a wound in the chest where he's been hurt. Mathilda says, "Can I have a word with you?" "Here, it's for a contract, 20 grand. His name is Norman Stansfield, and he's in room 4602 in the DA building, 26 Threadle Plaza." Léon replies, "I'm not taking it." She then says, "Why are you so mean to me? You're out there killing people you don't give a shit about, but you won't get the bastards who killed my whole family." He tells her that revenge is not good, Mathilda. It's better to forget. She angrily asks him after she sees the outline of her brother's body on the floor, "Do you expect me to forget? I want to kill those sons of bitches. I'm gonna blow their fucking heads off." He tells her that life changes after the first time you kill somebody. She then threatens him with killing herself. And at the last second, he pushes the pistol away, saving her life. Later, Mathilda and Léon go talk with Tony. Then Léon and Mathilda carried out a few jobs together. One day, Léon visits Tony and tells him that he was thinking if something happens to him, he would like him to give Mathilda my money. Tony replies, "You can count on me, Léon." A few days pass and Mathilda gains confidence and experience. She locates Stansfield and follows him to his office in the DA building. She attempts to kill him, only to be ambushed by Stansfield in a bathroom. Léon finds a note she left him declaring her intentions and rushes to the federal building. He rescues her, killing two of Stansfield's men in the process. Stansfield is enraged that the Italian hitman has gone rogue and is killing his men. He confronts Tony and threatens him, eventually beating him into surrendering Léon's whereabouts. Later, as Mathilda returns home from grocery shopping, an NYPD ESU team sent by Stansfield takes her hostage and attempts to infiltrate Léon's apartment. Léon ambushes the ESU team and takes one of their members as a hostage, rapidly bartering him for Mathilda's freedom. As they slink back into the apartment, Léon creates a quick escape for Mathilda as he reassures her and tells her that he loves her moments before they come for him. In the chaos that follows, Léon sneaks out of the apartment building disguised as a wounded ESU officer, almost unnoticed except for Stansfield. Stansfield follows Léon into the hotel lobby and shoots him from behind. Looming over the dying Léon, Stansfield jeers him haughtily. However, just before he gives out, Léon places an object in Stansfield's hands, which he explains is from Mathilda. Opening his hands, Stansfield recognizes it as a grenade pin. He rips open Léon's vest to discover several grenades on his chest. Stansfield lets out a brief, "Oh shit," before a massive explosion destroys the hotel lobby. Mathilda heads to Tony's place as she was instructed to do by Léon. Tony will not give Mathilda more than a few dollars of the fortune Léon had amassed. He reasons that she's not old enough to receive the large amount of money and that school should be her priority until she's older. When Mathilda asks Tony to give her a job and insists that she can't clean as Léon had, Tony sternly informs her that he ain't got no work for a 12-year-old kid. Having nowhere else to go, she's then seen going to Roosevelt Island using the Roosevelt Island tramway. The next day, she returns to school in NJ. Seemingly readmitted to the school, Mathilda walks into a field in front of it with Léon's houseplant in hand. She digs a hole and plants the houseplant on the grounds of the school, as she had told Léon he should give it roots. And that is all about this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to her channel and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with such interesting movie recap videos.